Hey guys, my name is Caitlin and welcome back to my YouTube channel. That's good. Okay, so this video is 16 days late, well 15 at the moment, but this is my video on what I watched in June, and it's July 15th already. I did my wisdom teeth out on the 7th of July, so it's kind of difficult when you do wisdom teeth out to make a YouTube video, so I'm just gonna make that my excuse of I'm 16 days late. But yeah, so next video, I'm just going to tell you guys all the movies I watched in June, and I know we just watched one with May, so I'm going to try to make my stuff weekly, just so you don't have like what I watched that month, and then something different, and then what I watched that month, and something different. So I'm going to try and get back on schedule of posting once a week. So yeah, so let's just get on the video. Wait, I lied. My social medias are right here. Now let's get on to the video. Okay, so we have 23 movies I watched. So it is like 10 times lower than my 40 videos I watched. So I'm gonna keep playing my hair because I like how it's all nice and curly and pretty. Look at that, so cute. Yeah, so the first thing I watched was Things Seen and Heard 2021. It's a Netflix movie. It just came out and it stars Amanda Seyfried. I give that a 7 out of 10. It was one of those supernatural movies, and I wasn't really expecting it to be supernatural, and I'm not a big fan of supernatural movies. So there's a couple of things wrong with it because I don't like supernatural. Basically, I've got their names because I watched it only the first day of the month. So basically we have Amanda, who she plays, and then her and her husband move into this place, and it's like in the middle of nowhere, and then she's kind of all alone because he becomes a teacher, so then she kind of like finds out like some weird like things in the house and some new supernatural things. So if you guys like supernatural movies, you guys would love it. I don't like supernatural movies, so of course I wasn't my big fan, and I did not really like the ending. The ending was just not it. And I feel like I don't like telling you guys I don't like the ending because it's like a spoiler, but at the same time, like, if I don't like the ending, I'm gonna tell you guys. So if you guys really don't like it when I tell you if I like the ending or not, just put it down in the comments below, so I'll tell you guys, so I won't tell you guys how I feel about the endings. Okay, next we have Wrong Turn 2 Dead End 2007, and I gave that a 7.5 out of 10. So it's a Wrong Turn movie. I watched with my sister. Basically we have people in this end of the world reality TV show, and they're in like the woods, like the end of the world. But then what happens is like the TV show kind of cuts short because these hillbillies go and torment them. So it's kind of like the same concept of the first Wrong Turn, just this time they're in a reality TV show, and it was good. I really do like it. I was not a big fan of it when I first watched it. Like, I didn't really like it, but it is like in my top, like maybe like 34. Oh no, you guys will know when you guys go watch the video. Okay, so then we have A Quiet Place 2018. I give that 6.5 out of 10. I heard good things about it, and the second one looked good, and I kind of want to watch the second one. So I said I can't watch the second one unless I watch the first one. So I bought it. I really wish I just rented it instead of bought it because it was just not that good. I mean, it was just the fact that no one talks. You had to like really pay attention or like watch like the sign language, know what they're talking about. And there was really nothing in it, and it was just boring. So I didn't like that. It took me at least 3 days to finish it because I'd get bored and I'd like go to bed or do something else. Basically, like, this is what happened. Like, they're in like this place and they make noise, these monsters come and attack them. So yeah. So I'm excited to watch the second one because it does kind of show you where the monsters came and everything. So if I watch it, I'll tell you guys how I feel. So yeah, wasn't a big fan of A Quiet Place. I mean, I feel like if I rented it, I'd be happier, but I bought the movie. So yeah. We have Believe Me, The Abduction of Lisa McKeeve 2018. I gave that a 10 out of 10. It is so good. It's based off a true story. So if you don't like abduction movies based off true stories, do not watch it. But it's good. I watched it for free on YouTube. So basically, you just go on movies.7, movie7.to, and then you download the VPN app, which is free, and that's how I watched it. It's really good. basically is Lisa gets abducted by someone, and it turns out he was a serial killer, and then he lets her go, and then no one believed her, so she kind of has to like get people to believe her somewhat. I guess I don't know, because the first part is she's abducted, and the second part is that people won't believe that she was abducted and kidnapped and raped and everything. But then it turns out the guy who kidnapped her was a serial killer. They've been searching for months. So it's really good, based off a true story. I recommend you watch it. And it is like $5 on Amazon to buy. So go ahead. We have Joyride 2001. I gave that a 6 out of 10. I watched them a long time ago, and I really enjoyed the second, like the second or third one, because there was more in it. But the first one was boring, didn't really have that much in it. We have Paul Walker from the Fast and Furious movies, so he's in it. And basically what happens is this guy and his brother go somewhere to go meet up with some girl that he thinks that he likes. And then they go to mess around with the truck driver, and then he gets mad, so he goes and like tries to kill him. No one dies really, like, so I don't know why I gave you guys a spoiler, but it's not really a horror because there really isn't anything in it. But the other two will be coming, so it's just watch it. It was on Tubi, but they took it off, so I'm sorry. We have May 2001. Gave that one a 1 out of 10. Did not like. It was weird. It was weird. I did not like it, and honestly, I would have gave it like a 0. But one of the main guys was hot, so yeah. I watched it on Tubi, and basically had this girl, and she's like obsessed with dolls, and that kind of sounds good. But then she's like crazy, and then she dates this guy, and she's like super awkward, super weird. Not even like, I don't know, she just becomes really crazy and obsessed, and it's so weird. I do not like it at all. I have to say. We have Black Box 2020. I give that a 5 out of 10. It is on Prime Video, so watch it if you must. But it kind of takes a turn. So like the first half is basically this guy, and I think he got in like a car accident or something. So he lost his memory, and his wife died. So now he's kind of like trying to like get back his memory, get back to his old life. And he goes into this box to help him remember things. But then he starts remembering things that never happened. So just that's what it is. I think it's gonna be a second one, but I don't know. It's on Prime Video. We have Clueless 1995. That is a 9.5 out of 10. I bought it and I love it, so I watched it. Oh, hold on my mouth. So I just talked about my last video, so I'm not really gonna get into much detail, but basically just show living her daily teenage life, and I really enjoyed it, so I bought the movie. So now we have Pretty Woman 1990. I gave that a 9 out of 10. It's so good. It is on Peacock, and Peacock is a free streaming app except it has ads, so it's basically the same thing as Tubi. So yeah, basically we have like this prostitute, and then this rich guy kind of like hires her for a week, and then they fall in love. So it's like a love story, but it's really funny. It's really good. What's her name? Julia Roberts plays the girl in it, so of course it's gonna be awesome. So I really do recommend it. It's so good. There are some scenes, but then we have House of Wax 2005. I gave that a 6.5 out of 10. I watched that one on Tubi, and I think there is an older version, but this is the remake, and it has the girl from The Ranch, the one who plays Abby, so she's in it. Basically they're gonna go to like this thing, I forgot it's called, maybe this football game I think, but like the car breaks down, so then they like take like a break in like this town no one knows of, and the entire town is made of wax. And it turns out that these people have like killed people, but then they like, turn them into wax, so it's kind of cool to watch. It was really boring, doesn't have that much in it, but it is good, so it's on Tubi. Texas Chainsaw 3D, that one was made from 2013, and I give that an 8 out of 10. I really do enjoy this movie. Out of the Texas Chainsaw movies, this one has to be one of my favorites. This one was on Peacock, but basically we have the first beginning kind of gives you like a whole summary of like the original one, which I think is kind of cool. So you don't really have to watch like the original to understand what's going on. It just kind of shows everything. But then it shows like the aftermath because like Sally told everyone, and then like they burned down the building. But then this girl was like the niece, so then she doesn't know what happened with Leatherface and everything. So then she goes there, and it's so cool. It's so good. Um, I recommend you watch it. It's on Peacock, so go and watch it. We have Leatherface 2017. I give that 7.5 out of 10. It is the prequel, so basically it's just kind of Leatherface beginning and everything before he became the infamous Leatherface. So basically what happens is this guy takes all these kids from like the home of like the sheriff, because you know like of the home he was in, and then it's like a psychiatric thing. And then there's like this nurse lady named Elizabeth, and then these people decide to like kind of like break out or something. So then Elizabeth and Jed, and that is Leatherface's name, are like stuck with these other people. So it's kind of just then, and it kind of just shows everything leading up to how Leatherface became Leatherface, and it's really good. I really do recommend it. I know I gave it a low rating, like 7.5 out of 10. You guys will maybe understand why, but it's so good. So like, please go watch it. It's on Peacock. Now we have the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. That was made in 1986, and I gave it a 4.5 out of 10. Again, I'm not a fan of the original Texas Chainsaw ones, so I'm sorry. I watched the remake of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but forever ago, so I can't exactly tell you guys how I feel about the one. Yeah. So that one's on Tubi. Definitely weird. It made no sense, and I'm still kind of confused on the whole concept of it. So honestly, if I had to choose between this one or the original one, I would rather watch the original one. So yeah. I don't really know how to explain what the movie's about because it's just that weird. Okay, so we have Hostel. That was made in 2006. And I give that a 5.5 out of 10. And basically, these are on Peacock. I don't even want to begin to explain it. The first half is a lot of sex, a lot of nudes, a lot of that stuff. But then what happens is these people get like abducted, and they get basically people pay to torture other people. So that is already sickening and just boring, and it just isn't okay. And then I found out that the reason they made these movies is because in like other countries they like people actually pay to torture the people. So it's just knowing that these movies are basically based off real stuff and it actually happens just makes it more disturbing to watch and doesn't make me want to watch it that much. But it's just beware when you watch this stuff because it's just disturbing to know that this actually happens. I watched What and Here's a Who. That was made in 2006 and it got a 9.5 out of 10. It's on Disney Plus, and I'm pretty sure everyone knows Dr. Seuss's What and Here's a Who, but if you don't, go to Disney Plus and watch it. Because I was going to go buy it one day because I was like, I love the movie, and then I saw it was on Disney, and I went and watched it with my brother on his birthday. So basically, I've put in, and he finds like a speck on a flower, and there's like another world in it. So he goes to give like that world like a new like place, so like it doesn't like destroy the world. So it sounds dumb, but it's a kid movie. It's so good. Definitely a movie to watch with the family. Watch it. We have Peter Rabbit 2, The Runaway, made in 2021, and I give that a 7.5 out of 10. I watched that in the theaters, and it is just the sequel to the Peter Rabbit. It was good. I'm trying to remember what it was about. Basically, we have Peter, and he just is like kind of noticed as like the bad seed. So then he goes and he meets someone, and then go and they like steal because they're like on like homeless, and then I guess like him and all like the animals go and they like do something else. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but it's good. And then B goes and makes it a story, and it's just I don't know. It's good. I really enjoy you watching it, so just go watch it. I know it's on right now, but I'm watching it in the theaters. I watched the Wild Thornberry movie, 2002, and I give that a 7 out of 10. That one is on Netflix. Unless this is the first time I've ever watched it. Basically, we have whatever her name is. I'm really bad at like remembering like the important stuff of movies, like names and stuff. Basically, she can talk to animals, and then what happens is one gets kidnapped by poachers, and then she wants to go save it. But then like her parents send her off to this boarding school, but then she like goes like leaves boarding school to go find the poachers to go save the little bear, not the bear cub, the like lion cub. So it's good. Watch it. I have to say. We have Cruella 2021. Give that an 8.5 out of 10. So good. I loved it. I loved how we got more in depth of how Cruella became Cruella. And I love those movies that Disney are making now, like showing like the villains, like how we got Maleficent. And I think that's all we got. But I really like how they do that. And the story is really good. I watch it in the theaters, of course, but you can also get premium access. It's like $30 and just watch it on Disney Plus. Or you can wait till like August 28th, I'm pretty sure, and then it's free on Disney. So, whatever you guys want. It is good. Basically, her name was Stella, and it shows her as a kid, and then she kind of grows up, and then there's other people, and they're like thieves. But then she goes to like this place to for her dream of fashion. And then I don't want to like spoil it for you guys, but then she wants this necklace from the lady, so she goes to the necklace, and then she finds something out about the lady that she doesn't really like. So she wants to get revenge on her and tries to like bring down her fortune, so then she becomes Cruella and has all these fashion things and tries to upstage the lady. And I think it is so good. The fashion is so good. Like the fashion director, he oh my gosh, the fashion is so good, honestly. Like please go watch it. And if you guys didn't know, the Descendants, the movies, Cameron Boyce played the son of Cruella. So they had the movie Cruella come out on his birthday, because you know he passed away. And then the dog they used in like the Descendants movies, that was a dog Cruella used. So I think that's just really cool. So yeah. I watched Spiderman 2002. I'll give that 7.5 out of 10. When I was in the theaters watching the Cruella, I saw like this really cool trailer of all the Marvel movies, and I was like, those look so good. So I decided to go and watch some Marvel movies. So I watched Spider-Man. I had the first 3 on DVD. It's gonna be the Spider-Man, and he gets bit by a spider, and then he goes and saves the world. So it's like kind of stupid, like how you say it, but it's really good. So go watch it. I feel like every time we talk about Marvel movies, they never bring up Spider-Man. So I really hope Spider-Man is like a part of the Marvel, which I feel like he is. But like I feel like when he is. But I like the original 2000 ones. We're getting like the ones with like Far From Home, Homecoming. So yeah. Then we got Sleepaway Camp, 1983. I give that 6 out of 10. Really surprised why it's so high up on the rating, because it was not something I would watch again. There were more, and I could not watch it because it is so weird. So we have Angela, and she goes to this camp, and then like these, basically everyone bullies her. She doesn't talk, and she's just weird, and they all die. And it's just weird, and there's something at the ending that's even weirder. And it's a really weird and messed up movie. I was not a fan of it, and I definitely would not watch it again. But I watched it on Tubi. We have Halloween 2, 2009, and I gave that one a 4 out of 10. Again, I was not a fan of it. I wanted to watch the Halloween movies, and Halloween 2, the 2009 version was the only one they had on Tubi. So I watched it. It was just really weird, really confusing. I didn't really like it. And I guess it just had like Lola, whatever her name is from the second one. It's just, I don't know. I wasn't a fan of it. I kind of want to watch the originals, not kind of like the remakes. So yeah. We have Divergent. That was made in 2014. And I give it a 7.5 out of 10. It was on Tubi, but they took it off. But I also had all of them on DVD. Basically, Divergent is like the Hunger Games, but the Hunger Games is better. And they have like these like ranks in this town of like your job or something. So like people are like super smart, people always tell the truth, they care about themselves, like warriors. So then we have, what's her name? Triss. And she goes to join the warrior one. And then she's into Divergent. Basically, that means that she fits in all the categories instead of one. So then she kind of tries to hide it. It's good. The first one is by far my favorite, even though I've only watched the first 2. I haven't gotten to the third one yet. And then we have Insurgent 2015, 7 out of 10. I didn't like that one. And same, Trish, she has beautiful long hair, but then the second one, she chops it all off, which I wasn't a fan of. And then the second one, she was just kind of petty and kind of annoying. Which maybe I would too if I was in her situation, and it was boring, and it wasn't exactly as awesome as the first one. So yeah, that's all we have for today, and that's all the movies that I watched in June. I hope you guys enjoyed my video, And please, 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 if you guys have like any video suggestions, if you guys don't want me to tell you how I feel about the ending to the movie, just put down in the comments below. And I'll see you guys in once a week.